Greetings, everyone. My name is Jehad Adwan. I live in Blaine, Minnesota. I've lived there since 1998, and my whole family is from Gaza. I have five brothers, three sisters, with all their kids and grandkids living in Gaza right now. I've prepared a statement regarding what's going on and the role that the United States should play. So the United States must have an even-handed and humane approach to what is happening in Gaza today, away from politics, corporate influence, the military-industrial complex, and yes, away from blinded policy decisions influenced by special interest lobbyists. Instead of shedding crocodile tears over Israeli victims, the civilized Western world, led by the United States, needs to learn from history and address the underlying issues of the Palestine problem. No matter how long they ignore the Palestinian people's right for freedom and self-determination, which is the core issue that remains, the most important issue is the colonization of the land of Palestine and the dispossession of its indigenous people by an outside settler colonial invader over the last 100 years plus. What the Biden administration, like all other administrations before it, as expected, what they're doing is blaming the victim for a problem of their own doing because they never played the fair and impartial intermediary. They instead give the most extreme and racist Israeli government the green light to continue its brutal occupation of Palestine and enact the most racist policies against defenseless people in Gaza and the West Bank and Jerusalem. They turned a blind eye to an apartheid regime of dispossession and oppression for too long. Palestine, in my opinion, is the rape victim that dared to slap her rapist in the face, knowing full well the consequences of such resistance. The Western civilized world is now blaming the victim for fighting back. This hypocrisy and double standard must end. The Palestinian people are human beings who want to live on their own land in peace. They have dreams, they have aspirations. The Palestinian victims are not just numbers that the US corporate media glosses over while going in boring detail and depth about the Israeli victims' names, stories, their hobbies, and even what they ate for lunch that day. A fellow nurse the other day told me when the latest events were unfolding that he was organizing a march to the Israeli consulate in San Francisco in support of Palestine. While I thanked him for his support, unprompted, he said, "No one is free until everyone is free." If you want a soundbite that summarizes the entire conflict, the Palestinian people have been oppressed and subjugated for so long, and they aspire for freedom. Everyone with a conscience who is willing to do a little bit of research and reading, and perhaps ask people with first-hand experience about what is going on the ground, will quickly discover that the Palestinian people have been victimized and brutalized for the last 75 years, and that they deserve freedom and dignity like any other people on earth. It's time to end the longest-running colonial occupation and subjugation of the Palestinian people and allow them to breathe and live without fear or oppression. Thank you very much. I hope you can share this with your friends and raise awareness about the important issues that are facing us.